Okay, this is a video just talking about how WP Webhooks Pro has been able to do the user creation and also talk about creating other content. So right now, just looking at 3 users and going to make a new user, contact at onlineimpactgroup.com. So the the way this has been done is the following with WP webhooks. So curl minus X gives you the choice to do a type of thing, type of submission. So it's a post. Minus A is the user agent. We're using the whole shebang here for user agent, so not just Mozilla / 5.0, but this is just copied straight from a list of user agents. Minus H, you can have as many minus H's as you want. And in this case, we're doing content type text plain because we found that is the way to make it understand all the query string parameters. So no more JSON. And this is the URL that we're going to, where we're going to Dev45 with the whole WH Pro action, an API key for that action. Okay, now from within there, we're using the create user action, but the ampersand has a backslash in front of it because that's a Linux escape character. Otherwise, Linux is going to interpret the ampersand sign. Anyway, so we've got to backslash everything that's separating the query string parameters. So it's going to be slash ampersand. So action, create user. And then in this case, the only required item is the email. And you notice I put a %40 here. That's the URL encoded equivalent of the @ sign, or as they say in India, @. All right, and send email equals yes. That is there because if you don't do that, the user will not get an email with a link to reset their password. And it is a little different from creating a user in WordPress because it will actually send the user their password. In this case, it doesn't do that. It just sends them a thing saying, here's how to reset your password. So, okay, so I'm going to hit that. And we've just created one called Contact an Online Impact Group. So go up here, refresh. We have contact and the username, contact online impact group -com. Well, it's a crazy username. Nobody's going to make sense of it. Good thing is you can use your email address to log in all the time. So the users don't even have to know about this thing. That's sort of good and sort of bad because when you get the email, you get an email saying, here's your username, which is this crazy username. But then it does have the set your password and then the link to WP login. So this is coming out of WordPress. Anyway, so let's, I'm going to copy this link so that we can go into a new incognito window and not screw up the admin login here. So I'm going to that link that I copied out of the email, giving me a new password. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to do a reset. Now it says I can log in. And this was contact at onlineimpactgroup.com. Boom, boom, boom. Pasted in the password there. Log in. And here's one other issue, and this could be solved with WP members or other ones. But as soon as you get logged in, you're going to your profile, not to mention WP admin, so you're seeing weird stuff out there that we probably don't want people to even see in the URL. But you get this profile thing, which we don't want people to see this right after they log in. And then the dashboard shows all this other crap like recent posts and WordCamp and all that. So that's one thing we got to worry about and figure out how to deal with that. But in the next video, I'm going to mention a little bit more about it because we want to create a page with the email address, excuse me, a page for the new user to see their IP address to click on to go to that dashboard for the server. So that's another issue, a whole nother issue. But the main thing is we can create a user from WP webhooks using a curl command, and that curl command can generate the email address based on what comes out of FastSpring, for instance. So hopefully FastSpring gives us an email address, and then we can potentially use this curl command again based on whatever email address, just create user and user email. And it sends them an email from WordPress. So that part should be easy, but again, the problem is when they reset their password or when they log in as per this email, like the WP login.php, when they log in, they're going to get back to this dashboard stuff and the profile stuff. So we'll have to somehow integrate that with one of these other tools like WP members. Not sure. And I can discuss a little more of that in another video. But for now, that's just the explanation of creating a new user and the problem we have with that user getting this stuff. Better if the user gets to their own private page. But guess what? They won't have a private page unless we use a plugin like WP members or another one called user specific content. So I'll mention that. Thank you very much. End of story.